Hey HealthWorks family, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about shoulder pain. Lately, I've had quite a few patients come in and tell me that they have shoulder pain through the side here. So what causes this? Why does that happen? This posture, shoulders forward, head forward, pulls on everything in the back. If you're not a patient at HealthWorks, that's the first thing we're going to be looking at. We're going to look at that posture. We're going to see where your shoulders are, where your head is. We're going to make sure that we address all of those things. And all of you who are already patients, make sure you tell your friends and family. What we're looking at today is how are we going to stretch this? What can we do at home in between adjustments to help with this shoulder pain that we feel? So we want to stretch here, but we also want to take care of the back here. And I've talked to a lot of you about that, and I cannot wait for you to see this video because you're going to be like, oh yeah, you already told me that. So right back here, okay? How do you do it? This wall right here, I have access to both sides. So this is the easiest place for me to get the ball into this very large pec muscle. Most of us are aware of our pec muscle and what that is and what it does. And we have our arms forward all the time. I mean, we drive with our hands forward, arms are forward to type on the computer, all of these things. So you're going to take one of these massage or lacrosse balls. You can find these on Amazon, Walmart, Academy, any kind of sports goods store, but it is easy to get them on Amazon and they're not super expensive. So you do want it to be a nice stiff consistency. It has just a little bit of give, but you're going to notice it's hard, okay? You want to put that right there in the meat of that pec muscle. So you don't want it out here. You don't want to put it on the actual joint, and you don't want to get it too far over into this area because this is just going to be pushing on those front ribs, okay? You want to get it in this nice little meat pocket here, okay? So you're going to take that and you're going to press up against the wall just like this right there. Now, you can hold that for about 30 seconds, 30 to 90 seconds, no more than 90, because that will make you very sore. So some muscles are going to let go easier and you won't have to hold for a full 30 or a full 90, but you're going to find some spots that just do not want to release, okay? Now, once you find that spot that's really tender, that really makes you make that face like, ooh, you want to stay on that spot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start to move this arm, but don't let that ball move. You're going to bring your arm back and you're going to bring it forward. We want to keep that muscle pinched under that ball so that we get an even deeper stretch. Because if we let that roll around, it's not gonna stay in that spot that's really stuck or that's locked up or tight, and we're not gonna get a good release. So make sure you keep it nice and still right there on that muscle, okay? Just like that. Now you wanna make sure you do both sides. Now when we're talking about doing the back right in here, there's this little triangle here, the top of your arm, down into these ribs right below the armpit here. There's this nice little triangle pocket. How you're gonna do that, and I know this is gonna be tricky for y'all because you can't really see behind me, right back here, you're gonna get right up against the wall, same thing. You want to get nice pressure on it and find the spot that's tender right in there. And you're going to take that arm and you're going to move back and forth, keeping that ball right on that tender spot. So I'm even having a hard time keeping my arm straight. That's how you know it's working. So right in there, just like that. Okay. The other thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is the doorway stretch. If you aren't familiar with the doorway stretch, be sure to check our channel, search for doorway stretch, and you'll find it in there. We'll have an updated version, a more intense stretch for you shortly.